Hello and welcome back. Just arrived here up at the land a little while ago. Got Shawn with me today. Say hi, Shawn.
Hey guys.
We just went for a little walk out to the end to sort of scout out what we're going to do today, and took a little break. And you know, time is flying by enough now, so we're going to get rolling. First thing on the list is we're going to grab the dump truck and the tractor and run out to the last turnaround spot I was making there. And we're going to start collecting the big rocks. We basically need to get all the rocks that I'm going to want to use for the bridge, or filling in the spots around the bridge, over to this side of the creek, so that when I start building the bridge and the footings and stuff, I have access to them, because I won't be able to get a vehicle over there until the bridge is kind of done. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go get the dump truck up and running, hopefully, grab the tractor, and then zip over there and start collecting rocks. So let's get to it. All right, we got to get the truck up and running here, but I forgot I got my my solar panel here connected last time. So we're gonna have to see if this actually kept the batteries charged enough to start it without a boost. So a moment of truth. But before I do that, I gotta add a little bit of gas, because I like to do that before every run, and then we'll give it a try. So let's get to it. All right, so that unfortunately didn't hold enough charge. It was definitely better than it had been last, couple times trying to start it. Had more power, just not quite enough to turn it over. So maybe if it was more sunny in the last few days, it would have had just enough juice. But or if the batteries maybe were fully charged, that would sort of keep it charged, but wasn't enough to charge it over the time that I was gone. So I'm not going to give up on it yet, but definitely had to boost it again this time, so not quite what I was hoping for yet. Anyway, we're going to head up to the end there of the trail where we're collecting the rocks, and we'll meet you there. So see you in a bit. All right, that's a pretty good pile of rock we got there now. Unloaded from the trailer, 3 loads. Thanks, Shawn. Much obliged. Definitely a lot easier to do with someone else here helping out, driving the truck and tractor. I would have had to go back and forth, 100 times there. So it's awesome having a little bit of help up here. But yeah, this is good. I think this will be enough rock for the building up the base for the bridge on either side of the bridge, and then I'll fill the rest in with pit run and other dirt and stuff. So we're going to take a break now and then decide if we feel like doing anything else, or maybe just go fishing. So. All right, we're making dinner here. Shawn's in charge of dinner tonight. It's going to be stew. So we've got the pot sort of like heating up on the stove here. Got the stove going, and he's just prepping all the veggies to get in it. And I know it looks like there's a lot of food here, but
no beer.
There's only 2 of us, I swear. And we're not drinking beer. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's not happening at all. So anyways, just sort of getting the vegetables all prepped here, and then we'll show you, I guess, as we go, what the process looks like here.
So this whole stew recipe is super simple, and we're not babying it all. We're just going to toss it in and kind of forget about it. So it's foolproof.
All right, let's do it. Let me double check the heat here. Oh yeah, I'm good there.
You good?
Yep, she's piping hot.
Oh yeah.
This is I was going to use this spoon, but do you need anything else, or that good?
Nope, that's perfect.
Here now, Shawn.
This is the magic ingredient, bacon. It's gonna bring out some crazy flavor in the stew. Just gives it another little level of awesomeness, because stew is the best camp meal you can make, and it's super easy. So.
All right, awesomeness in the stew. You can't complain about that.
Yeah, awesomeness in the stew. Yeah.
All right, cannot complain about that.
Yeah, like once the only thing that I'm gonna wait for is that bacon to cook down just a little bit, and then we'll add everything else, and then we'll just forget about it for a while.
Sounds good. All right, we'll check back in a minute. All right, doing a quick check here. Oh, it's looking good.
It's looking good.
Oh yeah, you can really smell the maple too from the bacon.
That's pretty close to being ready to add everything else. Just gonna give it a little more time, but it's pretty close.
Nice. All right, Shawn, what do we got going on here?
Well, basically now what we're doing is we're just adding pretty much everything else except for the peas and the celery, just so they don't turn to goo. I don't like it when the veggies are really soft and smushy. I like them to have a little bit of bite still. So, but luckily this is perfect for what I need to do. Like we've got hours, right? So like this is perfect right now to add everything else in.
Yep.
And
That's good.
yeah, so now we're just firing all my other ingredients.
All the raw potatoes, carrots, and what else?
Yeah, well, actually, we can dump those in right now. So the potatoes and the carrots are going in. These are just new potatoes. You don't have to use the colored ones that I did, but I use those. And then we've got some tomato paste here. Whoop, that went on the floor.
And we also made a mess on the floor.
Yep. Well, that's that's free. You just need like a really fat teaspoon. Maybe like a couple of tablespoons, but I don't usually give amounts, so you guys figure it out for yourself. We'll put that there. I've got some, this is actually Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
So the sauce that no one can pronounce is there, and again, volume, figure it out.
That much, yeah. About that much?
Yeah, about that much.
Good, good.
I do it to my taste, right? I do it to how I feel, and you guys have to spend some effort into figuring out what you like, and because I know how it works for me. So this is some paprika.
Paprika.
Yep. And then I've got a couple of bay leaves, which are going to go in there. And then you can use dried thyme, but rosemary, sorry. But I'm just going to put these couple of sprigs in there, and then I can just take them out afterwards, because I don't like chewing on the rosemary.
I like eating the sticks while you're in your stew.
And the only other thing that's going in there is beef broth. I've got some organic beef broth. We were just talking about it actually, I usually make my own beef broth, but it's much easier at the camp to just bring it. So we're just gonna use this as our base, and we're gonna try and cover most of our stuff with this broth, and whatever we need to sort of cover it all afterwards will be topped up with water. So we're just gonna stir that in there. Oh yeah, that's looking good.
Nice.
Yep. And like I said, this will be infused with the rosemary, but then we can just take it out, and you don't have to worry about actually biting into, that sort of sprucey kind of flavor that rosemary sometimes has when you actually eat it. But the flavor will still infuse. So I don't know that we need a whole lot of water. I think I'm gonna save the water.
Yeah, that looks like a good.
Till it cooks us down a little bit, and then we might need to add a smidge. But we're gonna call that. I think everything, like I said, we've got the celery and the peas that I'm gonna put in there the last 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna throw some cornstarch in there to thicken it up and make it like proper stew. But that's it.
Now she's got to cook.
Yep, she's got to cook down.
All right, let her cook then. Here now.
Well, we're just gonna have a peek here and see how she's doing, and that looks beautiful. Look at that.
Looking good.
Smells amazing.
Should be enough for 2 people there.
I don't know. Maybe we should add some water.
Alright, needs more time, I guess, eh?
Needs more time, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Where's that?
I did have it lined up earlier, but...
I know. Oh, there it is there.
Yeah, it's at the very front.
You need to let a little bit of steam out of there. It's not really cooking down. Right, like liquid-wise.
Good.
Oh, there, that is looking amazing. Look at that. We're gonna test one of these spud potatoes here. Oh yeah, that's falling apart. That's yeah, the potatoes are definitely ready.
Nice.
So we'll turn the heat down to gas mark 2.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see what do we got going on here for heat? Yeah, we're actually the heat's already dropping, so maybe we'll just let it
drop a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
So we'll let that. I mean, I forgot to check what time it was when we started. Another 5 or 10 minutes then. Once I put this in.
Right, will I blind you with this thing?
Probably.
All right, so what are we doing?
So we're gonna add the peas and the celery and let it cook down for maybe another 5-10 minutes and call her done.
All right. Well, don't we have the cornstarch or something to add, or is that only?
No, how thick it is, and if it needs thickening, then we'll totally add that. But
all right.
See how she goes here.
It's looking pretty good, that's for sure.
It is looking pretty good.
Is a hearty stew there.
It is
for sure.
Going to be perfect amount for just 2 people.
Minor detail.
Get your sister up here. Okay. See, it's already kind of starting to thicken a bit, but anyways.
All right, we'll let that cook for a bit longer, then we'll thicken it up.
All right,
go from there.
So now we're just gonna add some water to this cornstarch to make a thickening agent for this. Well, basically from turning this beef soup into beef stew.
Nice.
And then we're done. We're ready to go and eat. So we're gonna put a healthy amount.
Healthy amount of cornstarch, because it is quite a large.
It's a big pot, so we're gonna put quite a lot in there. But that was probably close to 2 tablespoons if you're really attentive about measurements.
Yes, and we're using the coffee tin just to mix it, essentially.
Yes.
It's empty and no coffee.
No coffee flavor yet. It's probably good right there. Just like blonde, shaken, not stirred.
Mix it in.
That's probably good enough.
Okay. Let's see how this thing is doing. Definitely still boiling.
Yeah, no, it's good. Alright, so now we'll just You're a professional. You have to have a circular. Like...
No, I'm not. You thought wrong. All right, looks like it's ready. We should be able to dish it up here.
Be, like cool enough to.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully cool enough to eat. And it looks good. Smells good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's looking really good.
Looking good, yeah.
Alright, so that Oops. That, there you go, is our stew.
Nice. Looks delish. All right, let's dig in. Good morning. We're just getting breakfast started here. Got the bacon on. Looking pretty good so far. Heat's pretty good in the fire here. We need to add. Well, it's pretty good right now. So we'll get that going. I've got the light on here too right now in the tent, even though it's daytime. Just add a little bit of light when I'm cooking. It's turned on to high. It's got a couple different modes on it. It's good light actually. So it's got that sort of dim light that I usually use. One layer of light and then another layer. So pretty nice. So I've got the radio here too going. Just turned it off here so I can talk to you guys, but it's got the solar panel. It's got a crank on the back. A couple different bands you can listen to, but I mostly just turn it on for the radio, listen to CBC. But it does take batteries, but I never put batteries in it. I just use the internal battery in it, and the solar panel usually get it charged. I will charge it up on my my EcoFlow there every once in a while, but usually I just let the solar kind of keep it going because I don't use it very often. But nice to have a little bit of CBC radio going on in the background here, just to listen to some talking. So yeah, Shawn's just stepped out for a bit here, and he'll be back. I'm going to keep cooking the bacon, and then we'll get breakfast going, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for the day. So see you in a bit. It's cleanup time now. Gonna get some soapy water going here. I got a little bit of water heating up on the stove here, so I'm just gonna get my sink area here full of soapy water, and then Shawn's gonna dry as I wash, and we'll get these dishes cleaned up. So let's get to it.
Sell one of those.
All right, got most of the dishes here taken care of. The pan, obviously being a cast iron pan, you gotta deal a little bit differently with it. So no soap, basically got it all scraped out here, nice and clean. I'm gonna get the fire up and running a bit again so I can get it up to temperature, and then I'm gonna apply a thin coat of oil and let that kind of cook on, and then should be ready to go for the next time. Or is that still some stuff there? Yeah, maybe I need to grab that a little, get a bit more. Okay, we're gonna show you now how I treat my cast iron pan at the camp. So first step after cleaning it is to get the fire roaring, get this pan on the stove. Fire's going pretty nice in here now. Good heat. Got the pan really nice and hot. So now I bring up this little bottle of canola oil. That's all I use, and a paper towel. Gonna add a little bit of canola oil to the pan, and then I'm gonna rub it around, spread it around everywhere, get it as thin as I can, and then I'm gonna let it basically cook on the pan, and that'll help get a nice layer of protective seal on the pan and make it non-stick again. But I'm gonna put my my UV glove on to make sure I don't burn my hands while I do it. All right, that's about it. It's got to let the high heat basically. You should see the oil smoke a little bit, and then it'll kind of like turn into a nice hard film, and make this pan ready to go for the next time. All right, now that breakfast is done and cleanup is done, we're going to get started on the sort of first project today, maybe the only project today. We'll see what we feel like doing. But last time I was here, I actually heard a tree fall in the forest, which is very rare. But I actually found it just on the edge of the driveway on the other side of the creek. And it's a super old dead tree that looks like it's ready to burn. So we're gonna go check it out, and then bring the chainsaw and buck it up, and then get the pieces back here to burn in the tent. It's good hardwood that's ready to go, I think. So let's go check it out and show you what I'm talking about. All right, here we are up at the other side of the creek. The reason why I want to do this now is because we're going to start the bridge project there pretty soon. And once I start that project, we'll have footings or things basically dug up on the edge of the creek, and you won't be able to drive through there till I get the bridge fully done. So everything on this side will become kind of like inaccessible via vehicle after that point. So until I'm done. But this here is the tree. So you can see at the top there, it's fairly fresh break that came off, and this whole tree basically came crashing down here. I was out on the dock at the time, and you could hear all the crackling of the branches breaking as it fell, and then a big thud at the end. Made a lot of noise, surprising considering how big it is, but we found it kind of like right away based on the sound and where it was. And you can see a lot of these branches here, they all had fresh breaks on them as well last weekend that I was here. So the idea is take everything, take all the parts of this this tree that are good to be burned, and I think the whole thing is already nice and dead and dry, but not rotten in any way. So that's plan is to kind of cut it up. Hopefully that's the case. When we start cutting it, we'll see how it really looks, and then we'll haul it back. We probably will just buck it up today and then just bring it back to the camp, and I'll split it some other time. But that's the plan. So I gotta get suited up here first, and then get the chainsaw going, and then we'll get this thing cut up. All right, so yeah, we're gonna leave the rest of this piece here because Shawn can show you here, but it's starting to get a little bit punky in the center of these last few. Yeah, so the center's pretty much rotten. Sides aren't horrible, but
yeah, but the whole center's gone out of it, and it's just gonna get worse as you.
Yeah, it'll be tough to split too. So I think we're gonna leave this last little chunk here off to the side, and we'll leave that whatever is still standing for the birds and the bugs, I guess. And yeah, load the rest of the stuff up. Looks like we're gonna have quite a bit of room in the side by side there, though, eh? So
yeah,
maybe
there's a lot. We could take some of these back with us.
Yeah,
too.
we'll take some of them back too. All right, let's load it up. All right, let's head back to the camp and unload these. We're gonna come back to get all the gear after. And there's a few other smaller ones, trail a bit, which you might zip up there with the side-by-side, cut those up and bring them back at the same time as the gear, since we gotta do another load anyway. So let's get to camp. All right, that's the last two pieces there. The birch was actually a little bit green still. I thought it was good and dead. A beaver had taken it down, I thought, a long time ago, but still a little bit green. So we'll have to throw that in the pile for drying. But the other one was nice and wet, or nice and dry, ready to burn. So yeah, we'll head back to camp now and maybe get our fish on. So I think it's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.